guys, it's Mandy from Vintage Revivals. Today, dun, 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 we are making this Himmeli wreath. It is so easy. It looks extremely complicated and very intimidating, but I guarantee that everyone that sees it will be shocked that you made it yourself. Okay, so supplies for this project. You need 1 container of cocktail straws. You can find these at Target or at your local grocery store. Each container has 170 straws in it, and you need 105 straws to do a wreath. So you have enough to do like 1.5. And they're so addicting, you will want to put them on every wall in your house. Just be aware of that. You also need a spool of 30 gauge floral wire. A container of straws will cost you about $3. Floral wire at Joann's is $1.99. Then if you use your 50% off coupon, you're at about $1. So $4 for this entire project, and that's all you need. Okay, first things first, you have to cut your straws unless you want a giant wreath. The size for this size of wreath, the straws are 4.5 inches. So I feel like that's a pretty good size because it's substantial enough to make a statement, but it's not so huge you have like the biggest wreath on the block hanging on your wall. Okay, the easiest way to cut all of your straws so that they are even and the same is to use a cutting mat and a guide. That's what I call it anyways. I'm not exactly sure what it is. So smooth your straws out so you just have one level, and then just cut it to the length with your rotary cutter. My kids love this part because the straw pieces that you're cutting off go shooting across the room. So just be aware of that. But it's way easier to cut it like that than it is to try and like hold it and use scissors and just do it this way. It will save you so much time and heartache, of course. Okay, so now that we have enough straws cut, you're going to take your wire and you want to take about 2.5 arm lengths. Okay. You're going to start by taking 4 straws. Put 4 straws on your wire. Then you're going to take this end and bring it up to where your straws end and wrap it around so that you make a diamond with it. Okay. Now, starting at the other end of your wire, you're going to thread 2 straws on. And when you put these straws on, you want to tuck in your little tail from where your wire was twisted, just to hide it. Just makes it a little bit nicer looking. And then you're just going to take the end and wrap it where the 2 straws meet at the opposite end of your diamond. And you just need to wrap it around once. So once you have all 5 of your sections, got it? 5. Trying to make it so you guys can see the 3-dimensional shape. You're going to feed your wire through one of the straws and bring it out at the point. You don't want it to go through both straws, just one straw. You want to make sure that you don't have any weird like bendy bubbles in your wire. Okay, so once you have your wire through, you guys see where it's coming out of that point? you're going to take another piece of straw. Okay, so we have our piece of straw poking out of our point, and instead of taking it this way or this way like we did before, we're going to take it this way, and we're going to connect two of our straw sections like that. Does that make sense? Then you're just going to go around. Just make sure you wrap it around once. You don't need to wrap it a bunch because that's just going to make it really bulky and really noticeable. And that's never a good look. What we're going for is a pentagon. Technically, this shape has 10 sides, not just 5, but I don't actually know what that would be called, seeing as how I took geometry in the 9th grade. I'm going to go with maybe a decagon. I don't know. Okay, so can you guys see how this looks? This last piece of straw that you would put in to finish your shape, we are not going to do. This is it. This is where you stop. Then you get another length of wire. Start over. You want to make 7 of these shapes. And you're going to join them together to make your wreath. Okay, so of course, la 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 la, the magic of TV. I have some already made because I'm prepared, which is very rare. So please enjoy the moment. It will not last forever. Okay, so as you are joining your pieces together, you want to make sure that you're joining the right sides. You want to have one piece of straw on the bottom. That's going to be the inside of your wreath. And so you just want to make sure that you're joining this piece, and then this piece is going to connect to the next one. The reason that we did 2.5 arm lengths of wires, so you have a pretty good amount left over so that you can join them all together pretty easily. Okay, so I'm just taking the length from this piece and feeding it through the straw on this piece. You just want to make sure that you're doing it so that your open section will be able to connect to the next section. Okay, so we're feeding it through. Oh, almost had a moment, blonde moment, where I was like, it didn't work. So this is where we're connecting it. Can you see that? Now, I'm just going to take the wire and wrap it. Okay, so then that's it. See, so now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to connect it to this piece right here. Doo, doo, doo. So you just want to connect all 7 of your pieces together to make a circle. So here is our wreath. Just kidding, we still need to finish it. At this point, you can obviously see the shape of it. You can see that it needs a little bit more strength to stay round. So first what you're going to do is go through and clip all of your extra wires off. And go with 2 arms lengths of wire, and just pick a center of a pentagon. It doesn't matter which one you start with. It's not a big deal at all. Secure your piece of wire. And then for this next step, we are going to just be connecting the center points of all of the pentagons. So stick your wire tail in your straw so that no one has to see the little bit of unsightliness. And you can see how I'm connecting the center of this pentagon to the center of this one. This is what's going to give it strength structurally. So you can see how already just doing that has given this top part so much more structure than its neighbor, who is not finished yet. Dun 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 dun! We're all finished. Can you guys believe how easy that was? Not hard at all, right? My 10-year-old can do this. You guys can totally do it too. A little bit of advice, if you are planning on spray painting your wreath, I would string a little bit of wire on one of the high points, so you can see the side view of it. String a little piece of wire on one of the high points just so that you have something to hold on to while you're painting. That way you don't paint your fingers. And I hope that you guys love this tutorial. I hope that it was really easy for you to understand how easy it is to make these Geometric Himmeli wreaths. And I hope that you send me pictures because I want to see how cute they are in your house. Is it recording? It is? Am I like in frame? Do I look skinny? That's a joke.